the places I won't be going in 2025. Above and beyond, back and forth, and out my way. I don't have no time or energy for it. So don't ask.
Hi ladies, today's video is 3 ways to always protect your peace. Number 1, let go of the need to debate. Let go of the need to always be right or debate. Let's look at Matthew chapter 19 verse 1 to 3. And it came to pass that when Jesus had finished these sayings, he departed from Galilee and came into the coast of Judea beyond Jordan, and great multitudes followed him, and he healed them there. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? So I want you to think about that phrase, tempting him. That lets you know the intention, the vibe, the spirit behind what they were asking him or how they were asking him. Do you see? It wasn't a sincere question. It was like, oh, I'm going to ask this to provoke you and try and see what you say. Let me try and trip you up, right? So let go of the need to debate and always be right. Pray for that discernment to know, do I need to get into this situation or not? Now, there's a difference between someone saying to you, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? Or them saying, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? So do you see? I want you to think about that. Think about the fact that sometimes when people are asking you certain things, they are asking because they want a reaction. And it's funny because the other day, I had done an interview on a friend's podcast, and somebody left a comment, and I responded. I responded in a respectful way, but I also responded in a way I gave the energy that I was given, and I responded in a way to let them know, like, you don't know me, and I kept it respectful, but also I felt like you need to also be put in your place. So there's a way to put someone in their place without being disrespectful, but you can also decide, let's say if that person were to come back and respond now, I can make a decision. Am I going to continue going back and forth, or will I just leave it there, arguing with someone who I've never met in my life, who has no bearing in my home, in my life? You're not paying my bills. You're not supporting me in any form or fashion. Do you see what I mean? So sometimes you could even all be arguing with a bot online. You don't even know. You're arguing with faceless people, right? Or even in real life, you know that there are certain people, when you're around them, maybe something just comes out of you. Not to say it's their fault, but maybe they trigger you, bring up something inside of you. Maybe you recognize, you know what, I don't think I'm actually ready for that interaction today. I don't think I have the energy for it today. These are the things that we need to be aware of, because when you look at the culture that was given to the Hebrews, right, from Yah, or you look at Yahusha's ministry, you don't see where he was going back and forth, debating. Yahusha was about his father's business. And when people came to him on a certain energy, he gave them back the energy. He gave them something to think about. He rebuked people, put them in their place, and shut things down. So be about shutting things down. You're in a new year, you don't have the time, you don't have the energy. So protect your peace by not getting into petty arguments, debating, feeling like you need to prove yourself or prove your point. It's not worth it. Number 2, practice temperance. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 16. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it. So this is saying, look, you see, honey is a very good thing. Honey is great. It's so good for you. But if you eat too much, you're going to vomit. So I was thinking, where could we be more temperate? And I thought of social media. I think this year, I mean, maybe TikTok has done it for some people, but I was going to say, let go of one social platform. And it's so funny because I've seen different things online about how TikTok is going to potentially be banned in America, and then people are just like running to this whole other platform. And I understand it in a sense, because at the end of the day, a lot of us are using social media because we want to promote our business. You know what I mean? Like myself, like, we're using this platform because we want to promote our business. You want to make money, and I do get that. But at the end of the day, you know, I think it would be good for some people. I'm sure there are some people who won't be so quick to just run to another platform, because maybe it may work out as a good thing for some people. Maybe for some people, they needed to not have TikTok in their life. I know there's many benefits from being online, but do I believe that we have to be on every single platform? No, just pick one. And at the end of the day, you'll know which one suits your style, suits your business, or maybe just your social needs. Maybe you are just using it for socializing. But at the end of the day, it gets a bit much when you have Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, this Red Note, Lemonade, and all the things, LinkedIn, every single thing. We don't need all of that. We really don't. Because sometimes I think we forget like how the world was before all of these things came in. People still got on. You know what I mean? People still did what they had to do. Like, yes, it adds a certain level of convenience because you can get your message out there quicker. But if if all the social media shut down today, we would still get on. We'd still be resilient and learn how to adjust without it. Do you see what I mean? All right, so practice temperance with that where you can. Number 3, embrace solitude. Luke chapter 5, verse 15 to 16. But so much the more went there a fame abroad of him, and great multitudes came together to hear and to be healed by him of their infirmities. And he withdrew into the wilderness and prayed. So I love this. You see, when Yahusha sought solitude, he didn't just say to himself or say, "Oh, I'm just being by myself." He took time to be by himself and he prayed. Do you see? He made the most of that solitude and prayed. So talk to Yah, talk to him when you're alone and by yourself. It's okay to be alone. Ask him, help me to learn to love my own company. It's funny, I was having a conversation with a loved one recently, and I was saying how I've had to like learn at a later stage in life to get used to my own company because I grew up in a home where it was my mom, my brother, and I. And then I went straight from home into marriage. So I didn't have like a long season of just being by myself or living by myself or whatever, right? So now that I've got older, and then when you have children, you're not as sociable. Obviously, yes, you still socialize, but you can't just do whatever you want at the drop of a hat and go out and meet up, and you can't do that. So your social life does get cut down to a certain extent, right? So now when I have more alone time, I'm like, I actually like my own company. I can think more. I can decide like, what do I actually like? What am I really interested in? You can have so many conversations with God and just with yourself and think things through and get to know who you are at the core. So learn to embrace the solitude and pray. All right. So, ladies, that is it for today. And I just want you to continue to think about how you can protect your peace. Let me know in the comments as well. What are you doing this year? What are you doing in your 2025 to say, do you know what? There's certain things that I'm going to change. Like, leave us some suggestions and let us know. Because it's funny, when I was a little girl, I I wanted fame. At one point I wanted to be a choreographer. And then my mum just said to me, choreographers can't work on Sabbath. Then I was like, oh, well, there goes that dream. I just understood straight away, like, oh, if I become a choreographer, I'm most likely going to have to compromise. And I got it, right? But the thing is, I wanted that fame. But then as I got older, I started to watch a lot of Behind the Music and E True Hollywood Story. Then I was like, wow, fame isn't really all that. It's not really all that it's cracked up to be. So I don't think I want that. And now that I'm a woman, I'm just like, I just really want simple things. I just want peace. Peace is so important. I think that is true wealth. When like you're healthy and you've got peace of mind, and the people that you live with in your home, you actually like them, you get along. It's so important. So please go about protecting your peace this year even more, even more. We need our sanity. We need that calm. All right then, ladies, thank you for watching. And while you are here, please remember to like and subscribe. Bye.